Hey everybody, Jody here from Spiegel Mom Scraps. First of all, a huge shout out to Sara Scraps. Thank you so much for asking me and all these other ladies to help you celebrate 5 years on YouTube. That is such a huge accomplishment, and I think that we are all very proud of you. As my videos going here are starting out, I'll just tell you guys that Sara Scraps has some amazing, super awesome prizes for giveaway on her channel. So in order to qualify for those specific prizes, you have to leave your comments on Sara's channel. So those giveaways include a Cut to You gift file gift certificate from Cut to You Shop, a shop credit at Rock Your Notebook, a gift certificate to Redefine Creative Shop, and a prize package from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and that will come from me. So yeah, so let's get started here. As you guys can see, I'm using the awesome Wild Whisper papers from Just One More Chapter. I absolutely love this paper. It reminds me of all the reading that my girls do. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I love their papers also. They're super thick and a little bit glossy. So they hold up really nicely. And, you know, I just love them. And the Wild Whisper girls are fantastic. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm just creating kind of a vertical design using just some paper strips, and then I did tear that cut apart sheet. That's kind of going to be my focal point and about where my picture is going to rest. So when I stop fighting with my tape runner, I will get that adhered down, and you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to ruffle up those edges, and that really gives it just a nice little bit of texture right down the middle. It's nice and eye-catching and kind of really makes it pop and draws your attention there. So I really enjoy doing that, especially if I tear paper. All right, so the Wild Whisper papers are fantastic for just one more reason, too. They have a branding strip, which gives their branding on one side, but on the other side of that branding strip is a fantastic little border strip to use as an accent, as a border piece. You can cut the border strips apart and use them in smaller chunks, but I chose to use the one that says One More Chapter all down the whole strip. So that would be great to cut apart too for a little subtitle or something on a layout. But I chose to do this just in one strip and give some definition between those two papers on my layout. So if you guys have this collection, then you guys will know there's some fantastic elements to fussy cut out, including this adorable stack of books. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here, and I'll do some more fussy cutting coming up in a little bit too to add some more like DIY elements. So yeah, so we're just going to keep on cutting here, and I do end up switching pictures in a minute, but so here's where I busted out the stamp set and created another vertical element and a vertical border. So this was completely inspired by Sara Scraps. She enjoys her stamps. She stamps a lot, and one of her big challenges and goals is to use her stamps on layouts. So thank you, Sara, for inspiring me for this layout. You 100% did for this, and you usually do on a daily basis too. So, all right, moving along, I just used that awesome watercolory book paper as a photo mat for that. And I want to bring some more color into my layout, but I want to do it and keep a bit of a visual triangle and draw your eye around the layout. So I'm going to do this by adding this other border strip with this pretty aqua blue along the right, and that just seems to frame it out really nicely. I really like how that looks right now. And here's where the more of the fussy cutting comes in. So I won't fussy cut all of these on camera, but I fussy cut a bunch of them, and then by the glorious magic of YouTube, they are done. So those are going to be used as some elements coming up here. But I'm going to stamp a bit of a title up there in the top right corner above my photo. And as you guys can see, I did switch out the pictures. The colors just worked a little bit better with the layout. It's a picture of our youngest daughter, Abby, and she's reading to her Girl Scout troop. So perfect fit. Yeah, so you guys are going to see some other elements around. I've got my big roll, my Big Mama foam tape sitting there. That's something I grab on a regular basis. And then on the upper left corner of my screen, you guys can see some epoxy flare from Scrap and Happy Studio. That's going to be on there also. And next up is probably one of my favorite new items in the Spiegel Mom Scrap Shop, and that are the Fab Foils. These foils are absolutely fantastic. They are adhesive backed, and as you can see how I'm adhering it just to a piece of music paper, they are super easy to use. So I just smoothed it down, and now I'm just going to punch it out just with a regular paper punch and just create some little elements. Because even though there aren't really any hearts in this paper line, I absolutely love this picture of our daughter reading to her troop. So I had to include some hearts, and it was definitely gold hearts for the win on this one. And along the way, if you guys are interested in any of the products that I have or that I'm using here, I will throw a couple links in the description box below. A cherry on top did carry the Wild Whisper papers, or at least this paper line, and a few others. So if it's still available in their shop, I'll link that below as well. All right, so I'm trying to bring in some more color here. The middle just seems like it's missing something to me. So I want to bring in some more yellow. I've got a little bit of yellow in that stack of books there, but I'm going to add some of it right to the middle here. And to adhere that down, I'm just using some Spiegel Mom Scraps tear tape, also available in the shop. And those rolls of tear tape are huge. They are 60 yards. That's an incredible amount of tape on that roll. So pretty awesome, and it sticks fantastic. That tear tape, I think it's better than score tape, honestly. It sticks fantastic, and even on these glossy Wild Whisper papers, it works amazing. All right, so you're seeing me here now draw like a wonky star on the back of some of that yellow paper, just to cut out and just make my own little DIY embellishment there. I wanted something yellow down in that corner to kind of keep up with the visual triangle, and having some of that color in different areas across the page. So, and I wanted to back it with a little bit of a stamping that really helped ground it. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this red piece now. And here, yep, so I just cut it apart, and I'm going to place it so there's another visual triangle with the red to keep your eye going right around the page. That's after I pop that up with some foam. Okay. Let's see here. What else do I have coming up here? I did pull some other stuff out of my stash too, but they don't end up making it on the layout. Those Dear Lizzie thickers don't make it on. Oh, so the other thing that I did was in the book paper that I fussy cut out, there's a bunch of little tiny phrases throughout that as well. So there's phrases that say fictional, hit the books, true story, just one more chapter, and a few other little guys. So I cut those out and I added those around. And now I'm just going to finish it out with a few little super cute stamps from the Wild Whisper stamp set. And then I'm going to top it off with a few sprinkles of Spiegel Mom Scrap Sequins. And the mixes I used were Shine on Shine, which is a bunch of tone on tone gold metallic sequins. And the other mix is Storybook, which is super pretty. There's some splashes of pink in there, different tones of aqua and peach as well. So this is going to wrap it up here pretty quick. There are some close-ups of the layout and some of the products I used. I hope you guys enjoyed the layout, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the hop. Have a great day and keep creating.